Xbox Wireless Controller, the best PC controller. Even after over 8 years on the market in one form or another, the Xbox gamepad is still the undefeated king of controllers when it comes to PC gaming. Microsoft's Xbox brand has a long-standing history of well-made and ergonomically pleasing controllers that date all the way back to 2001. Whilst an Xbox One controller will serve you well, its successor innovates in small but important ways. For a start, the Xbox Series X pad adopts the same D-pad as the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller and introduces a share button similar to that found on the DualShock 4 for instant footage capture. Combine that with the native PC support, by either USB-C or Bluetooth, that works with thousands of PC games straight out of the box, and you've got an unbeatable controller for PC gaming. Xbox Elite Series 2, the best high-end controller. With an eye-watering RRP of £160, it's safe to say that the Elite Series 2 is mainly for the enthusiasts. Look beyond its sleek brushed metal chassis, and you will find a controller that offers a level of customizability not yet seen in a consumer model controller, PC or otherwise. The hairline triggers are likely to be the main drawing feature of this pad. The tension in LT and RT can be adjusted in minuscule increments, making the controller ideal for competitive racing games and other genres that require advanced precision. There are 6 included thumbsticks that can be swapped out situationally and vary in height, width and resistance. These options are ideal for first and third-person shooters that benefit most from twitch-based analog movement. The D-pad is also a big departure from the standard one-pad model, featuring both a cross-style design and what Microsoft are calling their four-seated version, now a permanent fixture of the Xbox Series XS gamepad. This new D-pad, alongside the programmable switches on the back of the controller, are geared towards competitive fighting game players, with this specific control method said to reduce misinputs in games where every frame matters, such as Guilty Gear, Strive, Street Fighter V, and Mortal Kombat 11. Naken Revolution Unlimited Pro, the best high-end alternative. Coming in significantly cheaper than the Miz Elite 2, but still at a premium, is the newest iteration of Naken's Revolution esports gamepads, the Unlimited Pro. Straight away the striking design is likely to catch attention. The bright LED ring around the second thumbstick is a nice touch that adds to the gaming aesthetic well. In terms of functionality, this controller paired effortlessly on the computers we tested it on, with a dedicated PC mode switch on the bottom right. The controller, officially licensed from PlayStation and bearing that brand's face button symbols, was picked up by our test rig as a one-pad, and worked with every game we trialed with no connection issues. What justifies the price tag of this controller is the modular nature at its core. The thumbstick heads can be switched out for concave or convex alternatives. Additionally, a set of differently sized metal rings are included that act like stoppers. There are 3 different sizes, each impacting the level of travel in each stick for a more precise feel to suit your preference. We found using the biggest ring on the second stick to work best and left the first thumbstick as it was. We're also particularly keen on the bundled set of grip weights. They come in 3 sizes, and we personally found the heaviest pair, 16G, added the ideal amount of heft to the pad. Naken software allows for extensive customization of trigger resistance, remapping buttons to different profiles, programming the 4 buttons on the back to your liking, and perhaps most importantly of all, options to change the RGB colors. If you're looking for something with a lot of options, then this controller can fulfill those wishes down to very specific increments. It may be an intimidating array of features for most people, and we're sure there are some that prefer a more straightforward approach, but if you want more freedom in how you play, this is a great choice overall. Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, the PC controller with the best battery life. Despite the ill-fated nature of Nintendo's last home console, the Wii U, one thing was clear among the critics, and that was how ergonomically impressive that console's Pro Controller variant really was. Fortunately, The Switch is far more successful, and the newest revision of this controller continues to impress among fans and critics alike. In our testing, we found that the Switch Pro controller paired via Bluetooth quickly, and held charge even longer than our wirelessly connected Xbox One Pad or DualShock 4 did, with an estimated battery life of 40 hours, according to Nintendo. Factor this in with the fact that the DualShock 4 generally holds up for around 48 hours, and the Xbox One Pad is good for about 30 hours, and the choice becomes clearer. What you'll find with the Switch Pro controller is a very comfortable pad that has a decent weight and outstanding build quality to it, making it an ideal option for those looking for something different to Microsoft and Sony's controllers, at a similar price point. Thanks for watching. You'll find all the links down below the video. Subscribe to the channel.